Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is an exclusive analysis and a look into EOS cryptocurrency brought to you by Crypto Planet. First, just going to point out this drawing I just made over here using some tools over here. I used this to create the EOS logo. Just felt like doing that for the video. Thought it looked kind of cool. Um, so just to get started, we're going to talk about what EOS IO is and how EOS is used in that. So EOS IO is a blockchain protocol powered by the cryptocurrency EOS. This protocol emulates most of the attributes of a real computer, including hardware with the computing resources being distributed equally among EOS cryptocurrency holders. So holding EOS allows you to use these computing resources, which is pretty cool. I assume that that gives a good incentive to holding EOS. And from the analysis that I see here, I see that EOS looks really bullish. So let me just remove this and we'll get a look right into the analysis. So as clear as day, what I can see here is a falling wedge pattern. So here are just some of the attributes of a falling wedge in case people don't know. A falling wedge is a bullish pattern. It signals a bullish reversal, and it's great. It's a great sign to see a pattern like this on a long-term chart. By long-term, I mean at least daily, weekly, monthly. It's a great sign to see something like this, and it is a fantastic buy signal. All right, so over here I drew what a falling wedge would usually look like. You'll usually have price contracting. So the highs get lower and the support holds and the price contracts like a triangle and eventually has to break out and then price continues upwards. And it will also usually break out and then retest this zone. So it'll come up a bit. I'm just going to remove these. I'm going to use the paintbrush to give you guys a better example of that. So the price will contract inside this zone, and then eventually will start to break out, and will come out, and then we'll touch it again, usually, or come somewhere near it, and then we'll continue upwards. And it's a very bullish pattern. So what signals to me that this breakout is happening? Well, simply enough that we are out of the wedge. We're up 10% today. If I just looked at CoinMarketCap, price is up 10% today, and we broke out of the wedge. What I expect to see is when this gets to 24 hours, I expect this to have closed above this yellow resistance and for a bullish breakout to be confirmed. I expect price to probably come up a bit more. We may see some resistance here in this zone, as we had resistance there before. Resistance here, possibly. Resistance here, and of course, resistance at all-time highs at around $8.70. And I would expect to see resistance here because this zone is where actually, if you look at the Bitcoin chart to this, compared to this, it looks pretty similar. And this zone is where Bitcoin actually found resistance. And here that would be around $6. So if you guys take a look at that, you'll notice the same thing. And these are all very strong resistance zones. And I'm not going to go into details about support and resistance. I'm just eyeballing it here. I'm not really going to use these for my trading. But you guys can watch my trading course videos on my website. It's in the link below. And we actually go over support and resistance, and we don't eyeball it. We actually show exactly how we do that. I don't want to give an exact target right now, but when you are trading a rising wedge, you usually target the top of the wedge. So long term, I can definitely see this once again reaching all-time highs and then eventually going past that. So percentage wise from the current price, that would be about 154% profit, which is very nice. So I just realized that I made the mistake of looking at the Coinbase chart. And now I'm actually looking at the Binance chart. And $8 and change is not the all-time highs. That's just the top of the wedge. And Coinbase listed EOS recently, so all the data is not going to be there. But if we scroll out here, and you still see the same pattern, which has broken out of on Binance as well, you see price was much higher before. So we can expect this zone to eventually be reached and to be a very strong resistance, and then to eventually be breached as the rising wedge top is breached. And that will happen And we can expect these higher zones up here. And I'm just going to mark those down. And that would be at $22. And from the current price, that would be a, let's see, 550% gain about. And I wouldn't be surprised if those zones are reached in the long term as well, along with many other cryptocurrencies in this market. I wouldn't be surprised to see them reach their all-time highs as well. So I've talked mostly about the bullish side of this analysis. Now we must focus on the bearish side because there always is the potential that we are wrong. And I would say what would invalidate this would be a close under this zone. Very unlikely that that would happen. And I would say if we go under these zones as well, we're potentially going to touch a lower zone on the wedge, a lower support. And if not, we're definitely going to go down here. If we go under here, that would invalidate this because that would be 100% retracement from this zone. And we want to see this continue upwards without going below here because that would be a failure of a wave. And if this continues above here, that would signify a completed wave. All right, so if you guys enjoyed this analysis and the other analyses on this YouTube page, like the Holochain one, the Apollo one, the Chainlink one, I recommend you guys go to our website. You check out our news articles. You can see our other analysis here as well. We have ARK, we have Deep Brain Chain, we have more Apollo, more Holochain. We have a lot of different news articles, and you can have access to our Telegram chat. And you can also sign up for our trading course, and we are going to be adding a course that also explains the basics of cryptocurrency and blockchain as well, everything that a new trader needs to know in order to start getting into buying cryptocurrency, to learn about cryptocurrency, basically everything. And the Telegram has some great signals pretty often. And you can also sign up for email updates if you guys want to stay updated. All right, guys, take care. Let me know what you guys think of EOS and what's going on with it in the comments below.